Hi, I'm really sorry this has taken as long as it has to post. CUNY changed their policy. They used to let us um, record the videos on our iPhones and then post them, and they stopped doing this, and then I had a lot of problems with YouTube. But here we are. If you ran into problems the first week or two posting, don't worry about it. I will count those who did it, but if you didn't, it's not going to hurt your grade as long as you get on it and go in hard from now on. So, welcome to the class. First off, the main component of the class is posting. So, Saturday at 5:30 is the last time you can make a post that's answering the questions that I put up on each week's reading. And then you have 48 hours to respond to your peers and hopefully get into discussion about the post. In a few weeks, if you work hard, you'll find out who the best posters are, and those usually get the most attention. So it would behoove you to start off strong so you can get some people following you. And again, not just a perfunctory, yeah, I agree, but really try to say something and get into a discussion as you would if you were in class. It's not ideal, but this is the class we've all signed up for, so that's the best I can say. I'll usually hold off after the first reading before I post something about the text because I like you to read at least the first part um, on your own before I give you my 2 cents. I'll also be jumping into discussions and stuff like that, but I don't want that to hinder you. I want you to express yourself the best you can, and don't worry if you don't agree with me. I do have a lot more schooling than anyone in the class, so I'm hoping that my comments will be taken seriously. I'm certainly going to take your comments seriously too. Don't just blow them away because I'm your professor. I might have something good to say. What else? So there's 2 exams, midterm and a final, and there's 1 paper. I give a lot of leeway on what you can write about in the paper. The exams are usually essay questions. All of this is on the syllabus. I'll be in my physical office on Monday. Let me check the exact date. Sorry, my phone just went off. I will be there physically if you want to come in and talk to me in person on September 28th and October 5th, those 2 Mondays. So if you're at CSI and you want to come in, it's after my class that I teach, my 151 class, which is a hybrid, and I do it in the writing center. Just let me know you're coming by so I stick around because if no one's there, I usually bounce. What else? So take a lot of pride. What I do when I post is I usually write it in Word and then cut and paste it. Try to, when you're writing, make sure you write in present tense when you're discussing the text. I, I think most of them fairly easy, readable texts, but important. I put in one book about 9/11 that's a graphic novel, and then I put in one teen book because some of you may want to be teachers, and it's written for like 8th and 9th graders by my writing partner, Christopher Grant, called Teeny. Um, and it just came out. It won a bunch of awards. It's a bestseller in that genre, so it's a good book. Make sure you have a good handle on the MLA, and one way to practice the MLA is to make sure you follow it in your posts. Make sure you back up what you say with quotes. Um, Best way to put it is just Kerouac writes, and then in a parenthetical, put the page number. If you want to get used to working with multiple texts, which you will for your paper, you should just put Kerouac and then whatever the page is. If you're summarizing a bunch of pages, then you just put Kerouac pages 23 through 36. Um, Utilize the Writing Center. My friend Bob Brandt runs it. It's free. Go in there and get help. The sooner you want to discuss your paper, either in person or via email or on the phone, feel free to do that. But read a couple texts before you worry about that. Um, I'll give you the guidelines for the paper in a few weeks. But really take the posting seriously. What I did was, which is a suggestion in a seminar, I've been doing this for like 15 years, first at Columbia and then at CSI. Columbia is a little different system, but it's the same thing, the blackboard. But the last seminar I went to, they suggested that in order to see your classmates' comments, you should post. So if you don't see any comments, that's because you didn't post. So this way people can't cheat and just steal stuff that other people wrote. Don't plagiarize. Make sure you just give credit for the writers. Try to be specific. My specialty is teaching writing, so I can help you with that when the time comes for your paper, but just try to be as specific as possible. Please hit me up if you have any questions, if you want to chop it up on the phone or you want to email. Again, I apologize this is taking so long to get to you. Hopefully this will help. I'm sorry I look so ugly. I'm not this ugly in person, but this YouTube makes me look gruesome. I guess that's it. I'll be putting up something in the next day or two about on the road, but I wanted you to get your feet wet with it first and your opinions. I just drove cross country from Chinatown to LA from the 1st to the 10th, but mine didn't have the debauchery Kerouac ad. I drove in a Rev 5 with my girlfriend and 2 dogs. No alcohol, no drugs. It was fun. If you go on my Instagram page, there's a bunch of photos from the trip. Okay, that's it. Good luck in the class. Stay in touch. Bye-bye.